Alright guys, Pitching Ace 88, part 41 of my Knights of the Old Republic walkthrough. This game is brought to you by GameAnyone.com, and we are trying to solve a murder here. Let's say Handon is lying. Why do you believe that? Fat people always lie. He didn't mention he found the weapon by the body. True, but he didn't mention, but he didn't deny that it was there either. It simply had no bearing on the question he was asked. We don't believe that is definitive evidence. What he said was not exactly false. If you're unable to do so, I have to take these men to the Enclave. I will continue my investigation. No, then it's the other guy, it's Rickard. Okay, come on, let's do this. Rickard is lying. It was cloudy, there was no sun glare. Yes, very well done. It's very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Rickard said, the sun would have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me with this case. This lie doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step in unraveling this mystery. We should proceed on to the next one. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe we should talk to the man about their relationship with the victim. If there's anything else I need, I'll remain here while you question the witnesses. So that's what it is. Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
Okay, that's all for now. Where is he? Right there.
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him, yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut. A hut here on Denton.
A hut.
Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Okay, so I'm gonna go talk to this guy again, see if he can improve himself. Oh, Bullock said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
Okay, that's all for now. I'm gonna try and talk to the droid.
Is there any other information you need?
Yeah, there we go. Calder and Handon.
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past 7 weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
That'll be interesting. How about Rickard?
According to the municipal authorities near the Darren spaceport, there have been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Wow, so that's very important. So let's question them about that.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Cannot deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right.
Okay, that was it.
How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
punch his face in. Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I
Uh-oh.
slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
Wow.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, the tables have gotten a little thicker. I want to discuss the murder. Let's examine the relationship of each man. Neither man seems to... Oh, but I'll show you that both of them are lying. He knew his wife was cheating on him. Focus on the murder weapon itself. Let's see. I want to discuss the murder. I haven't learned anything yet. Okay. Oh, I think you can. I could have just told him about Rickard, and then that would have put all the guilt on Rickard. So we don't want to do that just yet.
Is there any other information you need?
Yeah, we want to learn about the weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions later.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Wow.
Of course.
So,
what do you want to know?
what about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. I always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster.
I love
Calder
Candors.
only had the one rifle too, so he either must have borrowed that or it's someone else's.
That's all for now. So, let's talk to him, tell him about the weapon. I want to discuss the murder. The blaster isn't handed, but he reported it stolen. Wait a minute. What? Oh, the blaster is handed, but he reported it stolen. No. No. Let me go get more information on the blaster. No, I'm gonna solve this. This is a lot of experience points. Is there a report of Hannon's blaster being stolen?
But I seem to be failing. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with
Aha!
any result. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other...
So,
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
let's confront him
How can I
about
be of further
this.
assistance?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Of course.
Actually, don't talk to him. Talk to this guy. Tell him that the weapon hasn't been found. Or he didn't, he lied about being stolen. Another piece of the puzzle. There's a blood sample in the weapon. Okay, so now we gotta talk to the droid about the blood.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Emperor just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not KOTOR's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other information you need?
Okay, so you told me all about the blood sample.
How can I be of further assistance? Of course, of course.
So I hope I can finish this now. It didn't belong to the victim. Which one? I would say it's Handon's blood. Why do you believe that? He's clutching his side. He has been moving oddly since I arrived. Perhaps we should examine him a little bit more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There is blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of a blaster wound to his side. It would seem that there is one logical scenario. Handon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he killed Calder. I agree with that, actually. Until you've made your judgment in this case. You can go now.
No!
Yes, Mr. Gold, is there something wrong? Do you not feel justice has been done here? Do you not feel that you should be taken to the Enclave for sentencing?
No. If I'm going, I'm not going alone. You don't know what you've done!
Okay, we're about out of time. This has been Pitching Ace Idiot. I'll see you the next time. I am out.